Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Manila qualifiers that always gets me in the C region. And
5 seconds remaining.
why do I hear myself? Okay, all right. Yep, I'm gonna introduce my
Reserve
broadcaster, co-broadcaster, Mike Loris. I'm Lysander, and myself. We're gonna be
Dire
casting
team
Team
pick.
Rave versus Execration. It's a BO2. It's a fresh new BO2. And well, the group stage climb continues. We have a first pick Doom from Rave, and Execration go with Vengeful Batrider. How are you, Mike? And I bet it's
Um,
late there, right?
10
It's like
seconds
midnight
remaining.
where you are.
it's midnight. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It could certainly be worse, that's for
5
sure.
seconds
But
remaining.
yeah, staying up for a best of two is not that much of a time commitment because it usually
Reserve
ends
time.
pretty in pretty timely fashion. But
It's better
we're
than
actually starting
BO3s.
early for the first time ever in Dota. We're starting early.
All right.
Radiant team back.
So just to make sure I didn't mute myself. All right, I did mute myself. Okay, guys. Now that the introductions are out of the way, I just have to say how excited I am to be casting Jo, and Ninja Boogie and Ryo are all in the same team. Again, it's been a while. There was this time where Team Rave did really
Dire
well at
team
one of
back.
the tournaments. I can't remember which one it was. They plays really well in is it WPC?
I can't help you there. It was a while
Let me
ago.
just check. No, it's very recent. They placed like some.
It was recent.
Okay, Dota Asia Championships. Yeah,
Radiant
they
team
placed like
banned.
6th place. They won like 144,000. That was like one of the Chinese tournaments back in 2015,
Dire
and
team
it's a
back.
big deal. Everyone's saying like Rave were the new thing and everything, and then they kind of fell off the radar a little
Radiant
bit.
team
And
pick.
well, I'm excited to see how they do this time. Can they represent the country that they come from? Manila Major. To every Filipino Dota player, I think it's a big deal.
I mean,
10
sure,
seconds
it's
remaining.
definitely Philippines a place that they care
5
more than other
seconds
places.
remaining.
Like here in America, people don't give a damn. Like I watch Dota, I don't care about the American teams. So that's
Reserve
just me. I
time.
don't know, but
Oh, how can
there's
you not like
definitely.
EG though?
I mean, I'll root for them when the enemies are not American, but I'm not gonna go out of my way,
Dire team pick.
But yeah,
Alright,
either way,
alright.
Rave versus Execration. I actually do like Execration quite a bit. In my mind, it's Execration
Radiant
and
team
TNC
pick.
that are in pretty much the same rung as far as skill level is concerned in the region, and they constantly battle back and forth. TNC generally getting the upper hand in that, but Execration are 2-2 right now. Team Rave have not won anything. They got 2-0'd by Trust earlier
10
today or
seconds
yesterday,
remaining.
not really sure. But yeah, they're looking for some wins right now, Rave, and opening up
5
with Doom,
seconds
getting an
remaining.
IO. This is
Oh,
Rave's comfort zone right here.
they got 2 out of a round. Okay, wow, that's something
Reserve
else.
time.
Okay,
I don't have high expectations for Rave personally.
okay. So they haven't improved. Okay, got it. Well, I haven't actually watched their games. It was on pretty late, and but yeah, if they got 2-0 by Trust, then whoa, looks kind of shaky. Then I don't know, because you have, I would say that Mineski is one of the top in this group. I would say maybe TNC is the second. Taring have been really and so if there's Mineski to deal with, TNC to deal with, maybe Execration, then Ray getting 2-0 by Trust is an issue, because I think I would put Trust as one of the mid ranges in this group.
Mhm.
Dire
The way I see
team
Trust
pick.
is that they are very much so like TNC and Execration as far as playstyle is concerned, but they can play a lot worse or a lot better. That range is a lot wider, and that's
Radiant
not
team
really a
back.
good thing. So we're gonna have a CK, and CK is like one of my favorite heroes of all time, with an
This is
IO
cool.
no less. So they have some pretty serious global ganking power, and Execration don't have good supports at actually dealing with this. Bounty Hunter's okay versus IO. Vengeful Spirit,
10
not as
seconds
much so.
remaining.
So Rave actually have a pretty good set of heroes right now as far as
5
global map control and
seconds
just kill power is
remaining.
concerned.
Queen of Pain, I think it's an excellent choice against IO as well.
Reserve
Can
time.
deal with the CK illusions to an extent. Of course, she's gonna have a tough time middle lane, and I think they almost wish they had that Witch Doctor themselves now. I don't know why anyone would ban Oracle, to be honest.
Dire
It's
team
not
back.
it's not a great hero.
I would ban Oracle if I like first phased a Darkseer, or I was planning on getting a Darkseer, and like I really wanted him to do well, because
Dire
the Oracle
team
kind of
pick.
craps on that. But
I think
getting a
there's so
Gyrocopter
many
bounty
heroes that
hunter,
crap on Darkseer though, like Disruptor.
Radiant
That is
team
true.
pick.
That is true. But like the Oracle doesn't really do amazingly versus Gyrocopter or Bounty Hunter. Like he has his value for sure, but nothing out of this world. But Rave actually in the last pick Lone Druid, they have a lot of health and a lot of
Oh,
baby. We did it.
is this a good idea though? It's a witch doctor, and that's death ward.
It's
There's a lot of focus fire. I don't know. I don't know. I want to be excited about it, but it does feel really ill-advised. And against a CK Wisp in the middle lane, Meepo is gonna have a tough time.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here and just say,
I can never say that Meepo is bad because
really?
he's
Even
awesome to
against a
watch.
Sven?
But then he just has it's like a challenge game, right? It's like a more of a mini game. It's not the hero is bad, it's just that the game is bad. No, okay, but in all seriousness, this is an okay game to be a Meepo in the mid late game as far as AoE lockdown is concerned. Rave don't really have a lot. The cask is annoying, but you can play around that decently enough. It's the early game where he really has to be careful because of Rave's health pool and their sustain. They can dive like no other. They could really put the screws to this Meepo, and they really should. That is pretty much what their draft is supposed to do from the get-go, and the Meepo is gonna kind of fit right into that plan.
Okay, I have my reservations, but we will see. I was thinking more of like a wave clear to deal with this bear push coming in. But I guess Meepo can do the same if he poofs on into the crowd. There isn't a lot of AoE, so there's that. There is that. So I'll give him that. Alright? And Doom is not as effective.
Yeah, Doom has a bad time versus Meepo. Of course, this is all in context of once Meepo actually has a couple of items and he's gotten over the early game hump. And
30
being a
seconds
safe
to
lane
battle.
Meepo, actually, it doesn't seem like it's going to be
It's a
all
safe
that
lane
bad.
Meepo. Okay, so now it makes more sense because mid Gyrocopter doesn't happen as often, and I think it's not bad. The flat cannon can actually annoy the Wisp quite a fair bit. Gyrocopter has good speeds, and diving a Gyrocopter is really a good idea. So I kind of like this switch up here for Execration. So you did say they have flexibility, and it's showing.
It makes Reality Rift like a really kind of bad
battle
spell. Like
begins.
you want a Reality Rift to get kills, obviously with the tether, but do you really want a Reality Rift to Gyrocopter because you're going to be taking a lot of damage. That's guaranteed, and just having that option, defensive option available to the Gyrocopter is going to be the vast majority of what is going to keep him safe. The problem is that it's not going to work all the time. Once Wisp gets a bottle, you can still out-regenerate that rocket barrage and beat down the Gyrocopter pretty quickly with the CK.
Nice, and Tips already starting with this shenanigans. Gonna pull the creep wave down to the side there, and Lone Druid will have to face tank this with his bear. And well, that's actually good because that gives Tim the instant level 2. I think that's perfect for an off lane here. It gives him the sneaky napalm and that option to go jungle. So all in all, I'm liking the lane so far. There is a sentry ward ready for that bounty hunter, so we'll have to see how it goes. And you really see level 1 flat cannon already being annoying to Derp. Oh.
He has plans of going into the jungle, and bounty hunter's job is of course to spot that out and try to get rid of any potential stacking that Rave may want to do. But IO-CK, unlike IO-Tiny, not really super reliant on stacks because CK doesn't have any way of clearing. They're really reliant on getting kills. So the Gyrocopter, the Bounty Hunter, whoever's going to go into the bottom lane, into the mid lane rather, they have to be super, super safe.
Yeah, and Meepo can self-sustain in the bottom lane against Doom mostly, being able to rotate between the clones, and I think it makes for a good 2-lane, allowing the Bounty Hunter to free roam with the Bat Rider and make his lane a little bit easier, mess up with Ninja Boogie a little bit, and it's kind of trippy to see Ninja Boogie playing in that support role instead of the core that I'm used to seeing him play.
You gotta do what you gotta do to swap roles, especially when there's an IO on the field. Like, you can see some weird things coming out from teams whenever there's an IO involved. But this top lane scenario for Bat Rider actually looking really good. There's not much to fear here. The Lone Druid's going to get a CS, but as far as pressuring out the Bat Rider, it's going to be hard. As far as killing him, it's going to be very, very hard. So Bat Rider should have almost a complete free roll on this top lane. And with the Bounty Hunter rotating in, once Bounty gets level 2, they can actually look to get some pretty easy kills, specifically on this Witch Doctor.
Oh, they pull him in. Might start now. He's holding onto the rocket barrage, and you already see the damage taken is actually a lot more than what he's dishing out. And you can really see Ryo taking a lot of beatings here, and the flat cannon nearly bring him down actually. And Gyrocopter proving to be a excellent solution to this. And double damage on that Bounty Hunter. Witch Doctor facing
Jeez.
quite a bit of harassment here. And
That
we
was
actually
3
haven't run
hits.
through the teams. Actually, we started off with a bang. We can take some time now. I think Execration has Tims on the Bat Rider, RR on the Bounty Hunter with Jo on that Lone Druid. He might actually lose his bed. That's a big miss. Wow, ticks down to the poison. No, doesn't tick down to the poison. That was too close. Ninja Boogie on the Witch Doctor, as I was saying. Ryo on the CK. We have Nando on the Gyrocopter, much like Spicy Wings, this guy. Abed on the Meepo, and Kimo, Vengeful Spirit, Rappy on the Doombringer, and last but not least, returning home is Dub on that Wisp. So far, I like Execration's lanes. I had my reservations about the Meepo pick, but they're laning him well, and a farm Meepo, a good start Meepo, is very scary. It puts pressure.
And when you're looking at Meepo's laning expectations, you pretty much want it to be not terrible. Because if it's average, then you're happy. And this is you know, pretty much above average and up towards top lane. Tims, he's going aggressive, but got punished. Lots of damage for free.
Yeah. He doesn't have any more salves. He has to fly in that Ring of Protection if he wants to get that regen going. But Jo is actually getting tagged up there. They have to be careful for a cask. A cask could be really bad for them in this situation. And that Meepo very low on the bottom lane. Going to try and stack up some jungle creeps before actually going away into... Does he get the stacks on? No, he does not. So he misses on that stack. And he's on the way home, so it doesn't really matter too much. And getting an Iron Tail is very interesting, actually.
Yeah, I'm not a Meepo player.
Neither am I, but I do recognize some
Iron
patterns.
Talons seem... I feel like it's just like so cheap that it really doesn't hurt you all that much, but generally Meepo clears the jungle with poof, and right clicks are kind of just like an afterthought on like those bigger creeps that still survive that, so I'm not
Maybe he makes
entirely
it
sure if it's worth the
faster.
purchase, but I'm not gonna second guess someone who picks a Meepo, right? Like that's none of
Clearly
my
knows what he
business.
should. I mean, I won't say clearly, but he should know what he's doing.
Yeah, I think so.
And it gives you armor, it's not that bad. Oh, they're going to try and go for the Doom gank here, but he has got level 3 Scorched Earth. One of the disadvantages of running a 2-lane is that the off-lane will get space that he needs. And I feel like this is a very... I mean, like, this is a full Zeren, you know? It's going to be really hard to catch this guy.
There's
Meepo's
only
lower
one-
mana too, so he doesn't have enough for a net and a poof, so he has to
Yeah.
be very careful.
And Earthbind's only level 1, so their range is crap.
They're going. And there's a Wisp, and they know what's up. And this could actually result in a counter First Blood, and there we go. Kimo will lose First Blood to Rappy, the Doombringer. And he's about to hit level 5, and there's... Oh no, the dust as well. RR chopped down with that axe. Cleaves him up, and that's a 2-kill for the offlaner. The Doombringer scores 2 quick ones. 3-second stun here on the Gyrocopter. And, well, great start here for Doombringer. Might actually decide to go for Midas now.
Yeah, I mean, might as well since you get so much cash right off the bat like that. I want to say that for
Radiant's bottom
Execration,
tower is under attack.
making that play even without seeing an IO there, like even if IO wasn't there, is probably not the best idea. Like Rave had all their help in the area. They teleported in the Witch Doctor, so you know they certainly countered that as well as they could have. But this is a level 6 Doom with level 3 Scorched Earth we're talking here. He is not an easy kill, especially when your main Meepo, if you're Abed, pretty much doesn't do anything in that except for chucks a net and that's it. So if he had double poof, then they would at least have a shot. But not going in there with a full tank is going to mean that it probably was doomed to fail. Yeah.
Dire's top tower
We're
is
still
under
doing the bad
attack.
jokes, alright. But Nando, taking a lot of damage, but again, Gyrocopter proving to be resilient and in the face of danger. Wow, that's a fast travel.
Jeez.
That was fast.
That is incredibly fast. It's naked travels, but the
It's not naked, it's
increase of
Iron Tailed.
movement speed is
Radiant's
big.
middle tower
The
is
teleportation
under
is
attack.
also big, obviously, but just bouncing between jungle camps with the extra MS from the travels is actually going to increase his farm speed quite a bit.
That's insane. This just 6-minute travels. Insane stuff. Last hits at the top as you would expect from a Meepo. And despite that early game disadvantage, I would say they're not doing too bad. Looking at the goal graph, it is 1,000 in favor of Rave. Oh, they're gonna try and pull him in. Oh, that was so close. It does show that they have an observer ward on the high ground.
Kimo is dying to Doom, roasting, and he's dead for sure.
Tries to go for deny there, but Rappy might pay the price there. He gets caught out. Is there another Earthbind? And running too fast is the Doombringer. Satan himself eats up the Centaur War Chief, just in case. I was looking to be cheeky and stun him there. Would have been disastrous. But yeah, Meepo max level poof now can do quite a bit of damage. We'll still need for that level up in the divided withstand for a higher DPS.
Right now, Rave, they obviously don't have to worry about the Meepo too much, except for Rappy, who's probably going to get double boom.
He gets hit by the Sonic Boom as well, and the moves come in and get him. Geo Strike. Okay. Range creep. Range creep does what range creep does.
They got the Doom, but
Tim's?
for Rave, they're still pretty happy. Tim's is dead up towards top lane, I think. Couple more right clicks. Yeah, they got the bat. So Jo is going to get a little bit of acceleration here. In the IO, he's pretty much the hero's doing the worst here, mostly because...
Oh, they're pulling in the Gyrocopter. Oh, this might be bad, actually. Dub taking so much damage from the Gyrocopter. They get him down, but is it enough? Will they get one more hit? No, we're not getting another hit. Their armlet comes in, and that is the end of that. So IO for Gyrocopter, very worth it. And Gyrocopter, yes, he has been doing okay, surviving, but he hasn't been getting far. One Ring of Aquila and Brown Boots. That's all he has. Whereas CK has got his armlet.
Yeah, compare him to his friendly Meepo, and it's there is no contest there. And for Rave, they will have to worry about this Meepo, but if they can achieve level 6 on this IO in any sort of timely fashion, by 11 minutes, then they're going to be really happy. With this Doom already very, very far ahead, and Lone Druid having a fantastic comp towards top lane, they can actually start looking to make some pretty aggressive rotations, and they also have an armlet now on the CK. This is a big item to have 9 minutes in the game. Once he has that armlet on, you're pretty much not going to kill the guy.
Yeah, and it's up to the Bounty Hunter to find him when his armlet's off then. But level 4 Venge and Bounty Hunter trying for a Doombringer looks a little bit hopeful. We'll see if he gets caught out here. And looks like it will not be the case. They are still not showing himself. I like that from him. Just keeping things cool here in the bottom lane. Trying to get that jump on that Doombringer. He is going for Blade Mail first, and I do like that. We'll counter up the Meepos a fair bit.
Gyrocopter and Batrider also have a lot of wild AoE that they can't control, so just sitting in fire, which for some reason damages Doom even though he has Scorched Earth. Don't ask, guys. Just sitting in there is a viable option. Going into a call down Rocket Barrage is something that you're going to be more than happy to do as a Doombringer. So this Blade Mail is just going to let him charge in, and it's also going to make it so that the Meepo has to be very careful about his poof timings. You do not want to poof yourself as Meepo. Even though you have a little bit more magic distance than some of the other heroes, it still hurts like hell.
Yeah, but each Meepo is only getting one for his individual poof. But now they're going in, they have that Blink Dagger on that Batrider, and then follow up the call down as well. They slow Ryo, they might want to go on chasing, but they'll just settle for a Wisp there. But there's a lot of ultimates being expended for the little ball of light. And we take a look at the gold graph. It's finally in Radiant favor. We can take a look at net worth as well. 6,000 in favor of Meepo. Jo is sitting at second place, and he's gone for a Midas on his spread back. So he should be sitting at fights for now. But they're going to take towers. Ryo has got the 3-4 skill build, and we'll see if he goes in for a gank here, because Derp is coming in with his IO, and I think the pull might be coming in. He's thinking about it. If they have support for this, I'm surprised he didn't go for it. There were no ultimates.
I think Reality Rift was right out of range. It was right on the edge. I don't know. Maybe it was something weird with the range indicators there. But either way, for Execration, they do get a much-needed kill. Nando has been suffering a lot in this mid lane. And yeah, you shot the Blink Dagger. You use your lasso.
Dust on RR. Is he going to get doomed? There is the Wave of Terror. They stun up Rappy. There is a Sonic Boom that might be coming in here. Rappy's still gonna run away. They're gonna napalm him up. They get him, and now the fire is actually gonna tick down on Rappy. But there's a call down here. Will it land on Ninja Boogie? No, it won't be just short. It will not be enough to take him down. And if that had landed, that would have been huge. But nope, no kill for them there, and they will give up their Bounty Hunter for free.
And that's a costly one, mostly because they don't even get the Doom cooldown. They just found him with the cask and the dust, and now the Doom, because he has that ultimate, can look for someone else, like this Gyrocopter who's on bottom lane and pretty screwed.
Oh, he gets out of there in time. He goes into the trees, but yeah. Oh wow, they doom him. Okay, I'm not so sure about it. Here comes the Meepo. It could be a big kill to get. The poofs come in. The CK coming in with his Wisp friend. Gets instantly lassoed under the tower. And now the Meepo stacking up those Jail Strikes. It could be trouble. JO coming in, but I'm not sure it's a good thing. Oh, the Wisp getting out in time. That's actually a big deal. They might want to settle for a bear here, but it's running so fast. And wow, that Wisp getting out of there in time. Nearly losing his CK there. Very, very lucky. On that movement. So they lose 2 heroes for the Gyrocopter, and I'm not even sure that was really worth it. That's a mid Gyrocopter, a very underfarmed one at that, and Abed gets up his Academ Scepter. So that's a 4th clone now. And a lot of stats.
Abed, he had an equally close scrape with death there. He was limping out with one of his clones, and he was able to survive that as well. And that is, to some extent, the downside that we're going to see from Rave. They can pretty reliably focus down one Meepo, as far as just right-clicking it and putting damage into that. But if they're unable to kill it, they probably just won't get the kill at all, because the rest of the Meepos are therefore going to get in the way. So they really do need like a Phantasm into a Lucky Roll and a Chaos Strike if they're going to reliably take down this Meepo.
Yeah. And we're gonna smoke there, and the Sentry Ward might spot out the Bounty Hunter here. I think they saw Tim's. Yeah, if he just blinked under an Observer Ward, he is in a lot of trouble. They pull him in, they stun him up with 4 seconds, and yeah, easy pickings there. Wisp Balls will actually secure that kill, and Meepo is gonna move out of his bottom tier 1. He knows it's done, he's going for the top lane instead. Try and get some split done. And, well, all in all, I would say that, oh, they're going for the Doom kill. He's gonna poof in. He misses on a lot of the poofs, though. But he does get the Jill Strikes in. Is there another net? Yeah, the net misses. Oh, no, that's not how you Jill Strike. And now he's in trouble. He's gonna try and panic away. But he's going for the Doom there. He's getting the poofs. And there is your Savage Roar. Gonna keep them out of play. And they will actually kill him off. So there's a relocate, getting the Doom. And missing 3 of the poofs there was not part of the plan.
Oh, now mid. Nando wants to make a play here.
No, call down. Is he gonna call down? He's gonna go for the barrage though. Oh, they will get the lasso on dub. I'm not sure it's even needed though, to be honest. And now they're gonna try and go for Ninja Boogie maybe. But Lone True takes a tower. Ryo is here to secure some kills, and he does have the Reality Blade. Doom is in the backline there. It's ready. There is going to be a Doombringer ready for an action here. Are they gonna do the damage though? Nando is gonna run away, thinking about it. Raffi was thinking about it for sure. But surprised no call down was used there. And in the end, they get away scot-free. Oh, there's a call down now. It gets Rappy. Rappy is doomed up, and he does have the blade mail, so Gyrocopter pretty much barrages himself down. And RR coming in there, doesn't have track. Does see the Sentry Ward? No, he walks under the Sentry Ward. The bear sees him, and that's trouble. He's not careful.
Alright, so it's a whole boatload of kills here for Rave. Ultimately, the tower trade is going to be mid-tier 1. For the Radiant side in exchange for their top tier 1. So, you know, the tower trades are even, but Rave getting quite a few kills. And again, this is really where your CK pick needs to be successful. It's in this 10 minutes, 25 minute range where he should be looking for kills 24/7. As long as he has the mana pool to do so, and of course the health pool, then Royer should be looking for blood, as he is right now with his IO. So if Rave can keep this tempo, then they actually have a pretty decent shot, because at this point, the ship has pretty much sailed as far as shutting down this Meepo. He already has the Dragon Lance?
What?
Okay. I want to say he messed up somewhere there, but I'm not gonna question him. I don't know. We'll see where this is going.
Why would you buy
everyone else on
slippers
Execration,
on
you can
agility,
shut down still.
Slippers of agility on a Meepo for nothing? You
I
can't
don't know.
accidentally buy this item, right?
Is Hurricane Pike insane on Meepo and I just don't realize it?
You can't hit him from far away.
I want to say Blink Dagger is just better, but I don't. He's gonna buy more bands of Elven Skin. What the hell?
It's a Manta. I think it's a Manta.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He has so many bands. He doesn't even have that many. Actually, he does have that many. Oh, they're gonna find RR. Reality Rift is so dead.
I'm pretty baffled. Not gonna lie.
He has Elven Skin again. He definitely messed up there, man.
What's happening?
What is happening? so he got like an ogre club for
SNY?
Yeah.
SNY?
He definitely messed up though. I'm just gonna say that. Like, there's a very low chance I think that this is intentional. Because the stacking Band of Elven Skin build is not a build on any hero, let alone Meepo.
Well, he does have a lot of people to wear them. So.
Yeah. for sure.
He has a lot of guys to wear them, so it's okay. It's not a waste of clothing. I like how you can just hit up cliffs now. Hilarious. And
Wow.
they're gonna try smoke and find something with this underfarmed Gyrocopter. Let's see if this works out. It's a Bat Rider Bounty. It's a nice combo. You have to track into the lasso, but there's a Wisp in the back lines, and it's always going to make it a troublesome endeavor to try and do this. So they're going to have to jump the Wisp. And they go for Ryo, but there's your Doombringer. The call down has been deployed there. There is your pass guy. He will land on Ryo. Ryo could be going down here very low, a little bit more. The fire takes him down. And we lose the Gyrocopter, but Meepo is here. Jayo does go for the Savage Roll, catches them all out. First hit, Rude on tips. It's trouble for him, but Jayo, he's coming down very low there. Will he get picked up? Yes, the Meepos find him, but there's a 3-second stun there on a Meepo clone, and it's a Phantasm deployed there. Albert dropping very low. Does he poop away? He does poop away! He gets out of there in time. Elven skin armor, ladies and gentlemen. Double Dragon Lance. What?
He's just getting it value. He just wants the stats.
Okay, is there something
I've
I'm
done
not
the math.
knowing that there's a... Is that a good slot? Is that... Okay, 15-15. How much does SMY give you? I'm just gonna have to count here.
For 19,
Okay.
that actually seems pretty cost effective if you just want stats.
Yeah. Okay. It costs 4,000. Dragonlance costs 1,009. Maybe you're onto something. It's like a better SMY, right? Like it's cheaper SMY. SMY gives you movement speed, maim, and move speed, yeah. But you already got your travels. But it costs 4,001. You just bought 2 Dragon Lances, which is 1 strength and agility less. And okay, it does give you attack speed as well. It doesn't give you the move speed, but it gives you a lot of stats. So it's a legit.
And this is a build that's really only enabled because he has a Bat Rider on his side. He doesn't need to blink into poof 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 action. And they're actually gonna find Rapier. Rapier's actually gonna blink into Abed. He has backup here, but I'm sure if they have the mobility.
Oh, the poof, so much damage! Oh no, they're in trouble! Rave, evaporate that to the Meepo. Look at that Dragon Lance. Okay, I think he's onto something. This Dragon Lance, it's only 1,009. It's like a mini SMY. He's got like effectively 2 SMYs worth of HP.
And
This
now
is insane. This is next level.
This is
This
Meepo
needs to-
level.
this
All
needs
these
to
Meepo
make it
players
to Reddit.
are like inspire and don't tell us about it because I don't touch Meepo when I random Meepo. I don't repick him. I just lose with him because that's how it is. But he's getting so much cash that he's allowed to just buy value stat items. And now he has the Blink Dagger anyway. I was gonna say, like, is the second Dragon Lance really better than a Blink Dagger? And, well, I mean, he's so farmed, so why not get it all? It's 20 minutes in, and look at him. He has 5 items in his inventory right now. I guess 2 of which can be replaced, but, man, this Meepo is actually incredibly stacked, and even with just poofs, like, no right-clicks involved, he just destroyed Rave. And that's an ill-attempted attempt there from Rave in the first place. Going into a Meepo with the Doom is a bad start. Going to Meepo when Meepo's in the trees and you have to clump up to get him is a really, really bad idea. So Rave were asking for it there.
Yeah, and the best part about Dragon Lance is you can actually disassemble them. So you can pretty much get back that Ogre Club and sell away the Phantom Elven skin, or maybe even swap it up into a SMY for minimal loss. And the second one maybe you can sell it away, but you can slowly exchange it for a Skadi maybe and an SMY, and I think it's excellent. So far, it's early game stats for the cost of an SMY. It's like double SMY. It's awesome. It's even cheaper.
There's probably going to be games where this is going to be not available because you're not farming quite as fast, but man, for this one, he's going to look to go in one more time.
They get the bear. Are they going in? Oh, he's going right in there! Aegis! That's the power of Aegis right there. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a damn. The Phantasm has been deployed, but you are going to have to deal with poofs. They are getting there. They are getting the Meepos now, so they will get the Aegis. That is the call down, though. You're walking right into it. Don't walk right into it, Rave. You are in a lot of trouble. The Ancients are coming in to help us out. The Doom is on the Bat Rider. So is it enough damage? That Kim taking damage, but they are going for Jail. They're going for the Jugular there. Savage Roll once again going to buy him some time. Their Phantasm Illusions. There is a lot of damage now being dealt there. They've already lost 2 heroes there on Execration. I bet might actually lose his life there. Poof away. He will go in there. He goes for the all-in play. Goes for Jail. Doesn't get it. And will there be another Shuriken? He doesn't have the mana for it. Oh no, it costs 150 mana. And in the end, they throw hard. They lose 3 heroes and only lose the Doombringer in return. And that is the power of the IO, I think. Just saving lives there and Savage Roll being absurdly strong.
And also, it's the fact that Execration have all of their net worth tied up in this Meepo. Like we mentioned earlier, Gyrocopter was struggling. He's gotten a little bit since then, but still he's not really capable of just putting his entire team on his back when he's going up against a Lone Druid, CK, and a Doom. So you need the Meepo to do a hell of a lot. In his first life, landed a really good set of poofs, but then immediately died because of Rave's Focus Fire. They just used Reality Rift, got a couple lucky rolls in Cast Strike, and then Meepo, even with all this strength in the Dragon Lances, still gonna die. So the first life on Meepo was pretty bad, and then after that, with no Meepo on the front line, Execration don't really have anything at that point in the fight. They will eventually when the Gyrocopter gets bigger, but he's not there yet. Meepo is kind of outstripping his team, and it's not really working out for Execration. They maybe think that they're more powerful than they really are because of this farm rate.
Well, it's something to be amazed about, that's
Radiant's
for sure.
bottom
But
tower is under attack.
we'll have to see if it pays off. The death there wasn't part of the plan, that's for sure. But the gold graph is still in favor of Execration.
It's all in this Meepo though. Or like the vast majority of it. Maybe with a couple tracks, Execration can bring it so that their gold spread is a little bit better. They're actually gonna look to gank a bear. They actually gonna tag him with the Iron Charge, and the bear has nowhere to run.
Yeah, they do get it. It's a good $300. Not sure who got the kill though. I didn't really see, but I believe it was Meepo. Now he's back up at 2,000 gold, and now without the bear, the Lone Druid does have a resummon. Does he have a resummon? He doesn't have. Oh, he does. He does have a resummon. It's one more resummon, but it's gonna be tough for the next fight. Oh, RR gonna run right into that CK. Oh, the lasso immediately on the bed. He just want to get rid of it. Is the poof coming in? The poof coming in right in the middle. No more Ninja Boogie ultimate. Jayo getting caught by the Unbind as well, but oh, the Shuriken's gonna be enough. One more tick from the fire takes him out. Now Ryo getting swamped out. Rappy trying to sacrifice himself to the Ancients, but no surge. Gyrocopter says no, shuts the door, ends up trying to run away. Gets picked up by the Vengeful Spirit. His own age. It's a 5-for-1. Bat Rider going there, suicidal, and eventually he gets it out. And it was perfect for him to aim for Ninja Boogie because that is the high DPS ultimate right there. Being able to take down a Meepo, and that is something you don't want to deal with. A cask is another thing you don't want to deal with as a Meepo. And well, focusing that Witch Doctor was the game winner there. And now they're going to take a tower and potentially threaten Rex. It might force some buybacks here.
Meepo pushes incredibly quickly. Like, it's actually insane how fast he pushes with Venge Aura and Drums. This is gonna be...
Rex?
I think Rex. I think they can actually just speed
wow.
this through.
Oh, okay, gone. Damn.
This is the difference between having a Meepo be the first one in on a fight, which we saw earlier in that same area, and the Meepo being the last one in on the fight. The Bat Rider took the bullets, as Bat Riders typically tend to do. Meepo was free to actually just Earthbind 3 heroes and just like leave them there. Earthbind on 3 heroes with all your Meepos throwing those nets is so much stun duration. It's infinite stun disable duration
Snare, yeah.
technically. And he just did so much work in the last fight because he wasn't focused from the get-go. Rave,
and the thing is,
also wasted their Doom.
They don't usually go for BKBs. These heroes, CK and Lone Druid, they don't usually go for BKBs first. They want to stack up on those items, stat items, and it's a big deal when you get netted up constantly in the team fights. And it got himself choked up in a checkpoint, trying to get that Bat Rider because they're all melee heroes, so they got grabbed and I think the lasso went on the bear earlier on.
Yeah, the lasso went on the bear.
They did focus Ninja Boogie very hard.
But then the Doom doomed the Bat, which was pointless.
Yeah, it's like a reactionary Doom,
yeah,
which he needs to hold. But who is he Doom actually? Does he Doom? He has to Doom someone, but he can't Doom a Meepo.
Not. Yeah, there's no great targets really. Like the odds of you finding a random Meepo out by himself, not really super high, since you can see like one teleporting over in mid, suddenly everyone's there. So that's pretty much gonna be it for the entire time.
Because you can pre-poof your main Meepo before blinking in, so you almost instantly get the guaranteed blast of like 1,000 damage.
And at this point, like, yeah, poofs is one thing, but he has the Ethereal Blade as well. So, I mean, I guess it can technically make poof stronger, but it's also the item that gives you the most agility per item slot. And his Meepo-lings, his little clones, are hitting for 200 a pop. CK isn't hitting that hard. Doom isn't hitting that hard.
Plus E-Blade, and the poof initial damage is gonna be a lot. So you like pre-poof, and then he blinks in, and then gets the poof off with the E-Blade on someone, and they just evaporate him. And
Dire's bottom
this is
tower
looking bad.
is
I mean,
under
Blade
attack.
Mail looks good on
Bottom
paper,
tower
but it
has
doesn't work on
fallen.
Meepo because each Meepo takes like 140 per poof, so it's not that big a deal.
You can very easily just switch targets, just right-click something else, right-click the target that isn't spiky, and it's pretty easy at this point for Abed to absorb that health loss, even if he does straight poof into everything, because he has 3,000 HP on his main Meepo, a little bit less on his clones, but still, he is incredibly bulky, and with these early Dragon Lances, it's actually now time to kind of shift them
Swap
out.
them
I
out
think
to an
he-
SMY
yeah,
maybe.
gotta
Yeah.
upgrade. Oh man, go big, go Scotty.
There you go, Scotty
Go
it is.
for
But I'm
another
just
Ethereal
talking
Blade.
about SMY because you can actually upgrade the components to an SMY.
Yeah, that's true. But he's so rich, so it's like, why be chintzy, right? Just spend all your cash, make it rain.
Alright, make it rain it is. I bet it's not that rich yet.
He has 20k net worth.
Easy.
And, yeah, how much does Dragonlance to sell? I have no idea.
No, I don't think you can sell the whole thing. Like I said, you just make it into an SMY. Or do you want double Scotty?
I mean, why get SNY when you can get Scotty, right?
Well, that's an issue about price. Bear. Alright, we're going in. I think. Yeah, we netted up the bear. Wow, they didn't go for the bear.
Just a little bit of cost.
Manta
Deal with
style.
Mantisile on CK. I mean,
Yep.
it's nice for sure, but is it actually going to be a big enough item to get Rave out of this hole? Really, it's all about focus fire. It's all about who gets the jump first. If the Meepo is not being initiated upon, he's pretty much going to destroy someone on Rave. Probably two people, actually. So they really have to make sure to get some sort of very quick answer to this Meepo, and I'm not really sure what that is.
Well,
Their
they're gonna get the
heroes,
bear.
as we said,
Oh, they earned it.
do
Oh,
not
what? The first tick was not in time for it to cancel the return. And the bear gets out.
second E-Blade. Gotta get that Agi.
E-Blade is really good for stats. He's just being very efficient with stats.
Most agility you can get from one item slot, so 216 per hit, and no one else on Rave is even close to that number. Gyrocopter is closer to that number, so yeah, he's actually doing pretty decently, but yeah, Rave are, I think, just gonna get out damaged. If they had an Aghanim's Witch Doctor ult, they would have some sort of counterplay here, but they don't. He's really nowhere close to that. No one else on Rave has any AoE at all, so Savage Roar casts, hope that that's good enough? That doesn't sound like a great game plan to me.
Alright. I am gonna build Dragon Lances in my pubs now. No flaming, please.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this only works if you know how to play Meepo. So do you know how to play Meepo? I don't know how to play Meepo either, so I'm probably just gonna go for the die a lot build. That's my build.
No ulti build. Wow, he just dropped the Dragon Lance there. That's how much raining he's been doing. Like, whatever, man. That's a TP to me.
Yeah, man, give it to the courier. Get a third ethereal. I don't think you get 3 ethereal blades, but again, I made that one time where I
Opulence
second
is
guessed him.
this guy's game, right? I would say.
This guy's crazy. Look at him just like sending this one main Meepo
Oh,
in. Like,
gets Ryor!
I found him.
Oh, that's bad, my friend. Okay, they had to relocate out, and that's to relocate down. And
Dire's bottom tower
that's a
is
free
under
wisp,
attack.
I think. No, they're going for the bear. Lotus Orb. Oh, they got a counter cask. The bear's dead. I like this Lotus Orb. It's my favorite item now.
Dire's
Lotus Orb is my
bottom
favorite
tower is
item.
under attack.
And no one gets it, so I'm quite pissed. But now the drums are activated, and this Gyrocopter that was pretty underfarmed and now so bad. Now he dooms himself! Rappy getting countered there by the bad play. And now Jo going to go in there and try and deal with this Meepo with the Savage Roar. They're going in for Tims, but Tims pretty tanky right now. Not enough damage on that CK. They're trying to go in for the Meepo, but he's got 2 lives. What are you gonna do? He's pooping up. There's musical sounds everywhere. Raya blows up with a nuclear missile. They get him down, and somehow no one dies, and Braveless GG's out. Execration, they poof in and out with style, and they take it out 22 to 22. Balances out the kill score, and well, takes the game with Meepo. That's all I
They
can
take
say.
it, they demolish it. Like, yeah, there was a point in the early game when you're thinking, okay, Execration don't really have a farm Gyrocopter, things are looking pretty rough. But as soon as Meepo starts playing the game, they just destroy everyone. In that last fight, another really big play from the Meepo. He threw a net onto the CK literally as soon as the CK used Phantasm, so he was sitting there for like half the fight in his with his illusions, just not doing anything because he wasn't close enough to hit anything or anything. So Abed locked down the CK, eliminated him just by himself in the last fight, and also used the Ether Blast to save one of his Meepos, I think, at the last
Yeah.
second, if I saw that correctly.
It's either
So
saving or nuking someone down. It's
I
pretty
think it was a
effective.
save, but I'm not 100% on that.
But that was something else. I learned something today. 1900 for SNY stats. Seems good. Alright, so with Execration taking game 1, do you think Rave are pretty phased by this, or is there something else?
They would probably do well to answer this through picks or through a straight up ban because their draft did not address Amiibo at all because they just got blindsided by him, pure and simple. But if they play a vanilla game where there's no kind of cheesy hero like Meepo, then I think Rave actually have a pretty good shot because we saw how well they were doing in the early game. They just need to be able to kind of ramp that up into later stages.
Alright, so we'll hop into game 2, let's not miss it, and we'll be right back. Guys, this is Mike Lawrence. There's some problem with the overlay, I couldn't get his name there. That's why I had that weird slideshow thing up here. So I decided not to touch it in case I crash everything, but I'll fix it now before the next game starts. But it's Mike Lawrence, you guys can give him some love. It's Mike L-O-R...
US.
US, yeah, Mike Lawrence. It's kind of how it's spelled. I'll type it out in the chat, so you guys, when you guys hear this, you should see it. And for game 2, it should be up. The overlay should be okay, and hopefully we won't have too much trouble next game with the overlay. And yeah, Execration looks like a 2-0 the way things are going, but we'll see if Rave can pull one back. I'm Lysander, this is Mike and Loris, and we'll be right back for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. Much love and Kappa.